Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of speaking with Bryan Palmer, and he is a sales training expert. You also have another claim to fame, which is that you're a master at building sales funnels. Can you tell me, how did you come upon the idea of building funnels?
It started a while ago. I actually own a marketing firm as well. I have a marketing company. We actually started getting a lot of clients in the sales, realm that needed us to build funnels for their sales teams and sales force. That became something where we started getting a lot of results. That's really how I started getting into it. And then Palmer Sales Training, my sales company now, that's a large focus of what I do with my clients is designing and building those funnels.
How would you describe a funnel in technical terms to somebody who is leading a sales organization?
So a sales funnel, think, the funnel where you have the top, which is the largest part, and that's the awareness. And those are, and then you bring them down, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So a sales funnel is that, but we look at it differently where it's the experience that a buyer gets when they're dealing with that sales rep. So it's not just automated emails when the company thinks they should be sent. I look at a sales funnel totally different, and that is just a way to create just the best user buying experience possible. And it's custom and it's catered, and they can go down path A or path B. It's really neat to look at it and kind of think outside the box and really deliver a great experience.
How do you design a sales funnel that elevates that experience?
So every company needs to know who they're targeting. And I don't just mean this business in this territory, in this industry. I mean, you create customer personas, you create journey maps, and that's more marketing term. A lot of sales companies don't understand that because it's used in the marketing department more so than anything. Those are ways where the experience needs to be something that is bespoke and catered to that individual. And you need to be able to do that at scale. So how do you design something for 1,000 prospects that makes them feel like they're the only person that you're speaking to? It's a challenge, but the way we look at it is seeing, okay, here's what you sell. Here's the price point you sell it at. Here's your industry. Here's the typical sales cycle. And here's what we think it should be. And we work backwards from that, creating different paths and different funnels for your different types of personas, your different types of target customers. And you can do that automatically. But you can, at the same time, if your business, merits that, you can have a lot of manual interaction and manual follow-ups in the sales funnel. You can have it totally automated 24/7. And we design that just looking at every piece of the business.
So how do you personalize at scale?
Let's say you sell 3 different products. So if you're trying to personalize it at scale, you're creating these funnels, you're creating these sequences, which is the chain of events. What needs to happen to move somebody from a cold lead to a warm lead, to a hot lead, to a closed one, right? So inside of the funnel, those are the steps inside of that. And so to personalize that at scale, you have to understand what, blanketly, I guess in kind of umbrella terms, what, these different target demographics, what these types of people are going to want to see. And then you can build a funnel to where it's going to route them down different paths based on what they do or don't do. So for example, you could take 1,000 people, but if you have a well-done funnel and a well-thought-out funnel, and they kind of look like spider webs when we're done building them, you're going to see those 1,000 people go down different paths at different times. And if they reach the end of one road, they start the beginning of another road, or a sales rep is notified or something else happens. And the funnels are really intuitive, and it's kind of like a choose your own path or paint by numbers for the user, because if they click on a link in an email for product A, then they're going to be put down an interest piece for product A. But the scale part is just really looking at how many different paths do we want. The one thing that I tell a lot of people is that it's a constant iterative approach. It's never fully done. We treat sales funnels as a living, breathing piece of your company.
Can you share one before and after story?
I'm actually working with someone right now. He sells to public sector, and a lot of that is getting ahead of buyers on an annual cyclical cycle because it's all government funded, right? I started working with him. I started consulting with him October of 2024, but we're pulling his reports now, and he's already up about 113% on his sales because we've made certain tweaks, and I've worked with him on how to stay top of mind and how to build these funnels for long sales cycles. That's just one example. And I'll work with individual sales reps and sales teams. So it just kind of runs the gamut of size on those.
How can people get in touch with you?
I'm on LinkedIn. I'm trying to really ride this whole LinkedIn thing now, which is a lot of fun. So on LinkedIn or palmersalestraining.com, and you can get in touch with me that way. I'm very active on the site and very active. And I offer a free pipeline review, a free funnel review. We'll go through and we'll look at what the current funnel of their business is. And then I'll give them ways free, complimentary on how to fix that. Those are the two ways to get in touch with me. And then something that I do offer people is that free consultation.
Well, thank you, Bryan. It was a very enlightening conversation.
I appreciate it, Gerhard. I look forward to the next one. Thank you.